So, your wife just hit 42, and suddenly, she's different. She's scrolling through Instagram, double-tapping photos of shirtless 25-year-olds. She's rewatching Bridgerton for the 5th time. She joins a gym and starts going at weird hours when all the young guys are there. Then one day, she drops the bomb. I'm not happy. I need space to find myself. 3 months later, she's posting selfies with a dude who could literally be your son. I'm going to tell you the painful truth about what's actually happening here. It's probably not what she's telling herself, and it's definitely not what she's telling you. Before we dive into the psychology, if you're a man who's been through this, or a woman who has seen this happen to a friend, I want to hear your story. Drop your experience in the comments below. Now, let's get into the real talk. Let's be brutally honest. When a woman over 40 suddenly wants a much younger man, it's rarely about genuine desire. It's about desperation. It's that moment she looks in the mirror and sees mortality staring back. She realizes the marriage she thought would fulfill her has become a daily reminder of everything she didn't become. Instead of dealing with those feelings, she builds this elaborate fantasy. She's not aging out of relevance. She's finally free to explore. The whole cougar and queen narrative is everywhere, right? Social media celebrates it as empowerment. But talk to these women privately after a few drinks. You'll hear a different story. Exhaustion, humiliation, confusion. That 28-year-old who seemed so into her, ghosted after 3 weeks. That passionate affair that made her feel alive. He was texting for other women the whole time. The younger man isn't a partner. He's a painkiller for midlife irrelevance. The romantic chemistry here is totally asymmetrical. She thinks they have a deep connection because he listens to her problems. He's probably thinking about how his friends will react when they see her. She's planning weekend getaways. He's making sure she doesn't post photos his buddies might see. She's falling in love. He's making sure his rent gets paid. She wants validation that she's still desirable. He wants the experience, the story, maybe some financial perks, and definitely the ego boost. And here's where it gets interesting. The gender roles flip, and women are not ready for it. Suddenly, she's in the traditional male role. She's paying for everything. Pursuing, trying to keep a younger man interested when he has better, younger options. She becomes the wallet, the provider. I've seen a client spend $30,000 in 6 months on a younger boyfriend trips, clothes, covering his unemployment. She called it supporting his dreams. When she finally asked about their future, he just said he wasn't ready to be serious. Her dignity was in shreds. She learned what men have always known. You can't buy genuine desire. So, why the sudden hatred for the husband? After years of marriage, familiarity breeds contempt. The husband represents her aging, her mortality, her mundane reality. He's the guy who has seen her at her worst, without makeup, and remembers when she was younger. The younger guy. He's a blank slate for all her fantasies. She projects all her disappointments onto her husband. He is the reason I am not fulfilled. He held me back. He made me invisible. The truth is, she's unhappy with herself and just blaming the nearest target. The husband becomes the scapegoat for her midlife crisis. I've seen women trash good marriages, discarding supportive husbands who built a life with them all for the fleeting fantasy of young flesh. 6 months later, they're alone. The ending is predictable. The younger man leaves for someone his own age. The ex-husband moves on with someone who appreciates stability. She's left older, possibly broke, and with the social embarrassment of watching her midlife crisis implode publicly. The biological reality is harsh, but undeniable. No matter how much yoga she does or Botox she gets, a 45-year-old body isn't a 25-year-old body. The younger man notices. He compares. There's also the lifestyle crash. She wants to discuss mortgage refinancing. He's worried about his Tinder matches. She's in bed by 10 p.m. He's going out at 11 p.m. Temporary hookups can't bridge those massive life stage differences. For women feeling this pull, ask yourself, am I running towards something, or running away from something? Am I building something real, or avoiding something real? The biological clock isn't just about babies, it's about life stages. Fighting it because an influencer says you can is like fighting gravity. Reality always wins. The younger man isn't a solution. He's a temporary distraction from problems that will only get worse. The women who navigate midlife successfully are those who embrace reality. They accept their age, appreciate their wisdom, and find partners who value their experience, not those who are just there for temporary entertainment.